Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Gruggs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Haven't done a live in a while, so I figure, what the hell? Let me give it a go. Just make sure everything is set over here. In any case, welcome everybody. I'm just gonna wait a minute or two before anybody hops on, but I wanted to show you this awesome knife. Yeah, I mean, this is the Jeabrother Clip Point Hunter, and just received it. It's awesome. It's really awesome, especially, you know, if you're looking for a really good budget hunting knife. Let me tell you guys something. This is a nice knife, man. DC53 steel, and I am excited to get into it. Now, I've had a cocktail, so feeling bold. Haven't done a Legion Live in a long time, a real long time, so I said the hell with it. Let me give it a go. Got nothing to lose. Let me know what you're all carrying in your pockets. Since I'm very limited in what I can carry, I am carrying my off-grid Rhino. I gotta tell you, I do love this knife, and I think I need to make a serious review on this knife. It's a good knife. Let me all know what you guys are carrying in the chat section or in the comment section. Hopefully, I turned on the chat section. Like I said, I had a cocktail, so, you know, I am feeling pretty good for a Sunday, and I hope everybody else is too. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, I don't know, hopefully everybody can hear me. Maybe somebody just give me a quick ping on the chat. I'm not sure. Anyway, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I don't care. I'm here to have some fun and to show you this pretty awesome budget blade for, I think I paid 30 bucks for this. Now, they sent me a couple for free. Those went to New York. You may have seen a picture of these knives, this and the Skinner, in my community section. Those went to New York. My wife was in New York at the time. She took pictures for me and I posted up on the community center. I purchased two more. I purchased the Skinner and this, given those to my son as gifts, okay? So let me go over the specs of this knife. Once again, this is a Jeabrother Hunter Clip Point or Clip Point Hunter in DC53 steel. And total length of this knife is 9.25 inch. Blade length is 4.76 inch. Blade material is DC53 tool steel. Blade hardness of this tool steel is 58 to 59 HRC with a blade width of 1.22 inch. Blade thickness is 3.5 millimeters, so it's a nice thin blade, right? And as you can see, it's a high saber grind. It's going to be really good for, you know, the hunters out there. Blade finish is stone wash. Handle length is a decent sized 4.49 inch. It might be small for some of you subscribers with big hands, but I guess for the price, man, if you want one for your collection, it's nice. Handle material is a flax or linen micarta. Knife weight without the sheath is 5.47 ounce. With the sheath is 9.52 ounce, so not too bad in weight. Features a full tang lanyard hole Kydex sheath. And I think this is, yep, mini tech lock. Okay, just checked it out. Blade finish is stone wash. Just make sure I didn't forget anything over here. Okay, that's it. Okay, that is it. So, yeah, man, good close-up knife reviews. Looks like a nice shape. All right, so this is, the chat is working. All right, good, that's what I was worried about. Again, I haven't done a Legion Live in a long time, so I have no idea. I mean, and they, you know, they're always updating their apps. You know, YouTube is updating their YouTube app and their YouTube Studio app. So I have not done this in a while. I see a whole bunch of different and new buttons here. So I'm hopefully I got it right. Video looks clear too, brother. All right, good, very good. Let's do the important part of this video and let's show the knife. All right. Again, I'm jabbering away because, like I said, I had a nice little cocktail, so I'm feeling bold. All right, cool. Let's look at this knife. First of all, I want everybody to see how thin this knife is. Okay, this is not a thick knife. Can it be used for the outdoors with the DC53 steel? I say yes, but again, from experience, you got to test, okay? So, like I said, I have this knife and the Skinner back in New York. Once I go back to New York and get back to my stomping grounds at the Legion Outpost, hopefully I will be testing. I got a whole bunch of knives coming in to do some testing, so I am excited, but I want to get, these knives tested in too. But look at that. Look at this nice knife. If you are all looking for a budget hunting knife, light work, light outdoor duty work, for 30 bucks, it is Chinese. For 30 bucks, you can't go wrong, okay? It's a Jeabrother. It's a Jeabrother. It is a Chinese-made knife in DC53 steel. Yeah, it is a stonewash. It is a nice stonewash. Okay, so it looks good. It is a decent clip point. I'm carrying this knife, the one you are reviewing. It's a great blade. I've used it in the kitchen and a couple other small things so far. It's great. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for that awesome comment. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. I used, they make that Skinner. If you go take a look at my Legion Premier, I have a Skinner, okay? Basically the same thing, except it's in a Nessmuck style blade. And I used it in the kitchen, and the knife is good. Again, another thin knife. I think it was also 3.5 millimeters. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful knife. If you're not going to be going outdoor using it hard, these knives are going to be good. And DC53 steel is a pretty good tool steel. It's tough, and sharpening it is easy. But again, once again, I want you to take a look. It is a thin blade, 3.5 millimeters, so it's going to be a good slicer. And as the gentleman just mentioned, he used it in the kitchen and he loves it. A little bit of jimping right over here. In fact, I think this is so popular that Amazon's already sold out on this. Hopefully they get more real soon. All right, because I can't see, for the price, I can't see anybody going wrong with this knife. Even if you're just going to use it in a little camp environment, a little hiking environment, So awesome clip point. Little swedge for design purposes. I don't want anybody getting upset that the swedge has, no purpose. I had some guy tell me that the swedge has got absolutely no purpose. I just think it looks cool, man. It's part of the design. Like I said, a little bit of jimping. Not too aggressive, but not too slippery either. It's got this sharpening choil, a generous sharpening choil, and if you're careful enough, you can choke up, as you can see right there. It is a high saber grind. Let me see if I can show you the flat ground of that. Look at that. That is flat ground, not hollow. Okay. Here's the flax or linen micarta. Very nicely done. Nicely contoured. You could see the contouring in the shape. Man, do you guys see this in focus or out of focus, or I'm just really wasted? Jesus, man. I don't know what's going on with my phone. I get a brand new phone. You think that the brand new phones are going to just be awesome, and I don't know, maybe they suck. I don't know. Does that look like in focus to you? Yeah, maybe I just had one too many. In any case, sorry about that. Digress. Removable scales. All right, I think these are T6 or T8 removable. It's got some little, indentations over here for grip, although they probably didn't need it. Oh, thank you very much, man. Probably didn't need this. However, it still looks really good. In fact, it's done nicely on both sides. The fit and finish is fantastic on this knife. Everything is flush. Okay, I'm gonna let you take a look right over here. Everything is flush. Everything looks good on every side. There are no liners. Who cares? It's good the way it is. Lanyard hole, and I did put this lanyard on. Okay. It's got some nice grooving, finger grooves, and it's got this little hump over here, this little bird's beakish hump over here. It's nothing protruding, but again, you know, if you're gonna go do some hunting, cutting up game, even small game fish and trout, I think this knife for the price, for 30 bucks, how can you go wrong? You know, I don't know how many people are familiar with DC53 steel. If you go take a look at my videos, I got plenty of videos that I've tested out hardcore with DC53 steel, you will see that this steel is not a joke. It is a decent steel. I don't know how everybody else does it, but every 1 or 2 days after use, you know, I will maintain my knives, and usually by me personally maintaining them is, you know, stropping and honing, or honing and stropping. So I use the workshop field guide, and it's perfect. You know, DC53 maintains its edge. It's done a good job. Okay. So, and you can all see how nice this is, man. This is really a nice blade. Comes very sharp out of the box. Let me just show you. I know, let's see. 1 second. No, I don't want to use that piece of paper. Let me use something else. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can show you how nice and sharp this is out of the box. All right, it's just gliding right through, okay? See the little curve I just made. So extremely, extremely, extremely sharp out of the box. You guys are not gonna be disappointed if you're looking something inexpensive, budget, and sharp out of the box. This is nice. This is a traditional type blade. There's no crazy design here. There's nothing fancy. It is a simple, down and dirty design. The only thing I could see is some of you may not like that sharpening tool. I know some of you do, some of you don't. I know some of you would rather have more cutting edge. The way it is, I think it's pretty nice. And I don't think you can go wrong for the price, man. 30 bucks, DC53 steel, tool steel. So very nice. And thank you again to that subscriber or person who's looking. You like the choil and the handle shape? Yeah, man, I mean, it's just a regular, traditional, no frills knife. It's no frills. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's no frills. However, for those traditionalists, you know, for those hunters out there, or, you know, some outdoors people who just use their knife as a knife rather than batoning, et cetera, I don't think you're gonna go wrong with this. I really don't. You saw how sharp it was. It was making curves in the cuts of the paper, which, by the way, I hate doing paper tests. However, you know, it's a, right, pinch grip, yes. Yes, sir, close-up knife reviews. There is a pinch grip right over here. Let's take a look at the sheath, okay? You know what? I'm looking for knives. I'm always looking for knives. And I came another way, you know, I came upon eBay. And I know eBay's a little bit expensive, but, you know, eBay is selling a Kydex sheath for $40. I got this whole package for 40 bucks. Now look at this Kydex sheath. Okay, it's taco style. Taco style. It's got the rivet holes. It's got the tech lock, the mini tech lock, which you can do upright or scout. Now, if you take a look, this is not garbage. It's not flimsy. This is a nice piece of Kydex, molded properly, and it's got this nice little thumb push-off ramp over here for your knife. Okay, it's a small package. It shouldn't be too big on your hip. However, if you want something third party, you have the options to remove this right here and put a dangler system on here. Okay, if you want. Or, you know, if you're like me and you have multiple knives, you could probably find a knife with a leather sheath and use this for a leather sheath. How awesome would that be? Okay, I know some of you would rather have leather than Kydex. But my point is, I saw, you know, a custom-made sheath. Actually, let me be more specific. A custom-made sheath for a Lion Steel, what is it, B41, okay? They wanted $40 just for the sheath. Okay, no tech lock, no dangler, just for the sheath. That was $40. You're getting this whole package right here for $40. Let me pop the knife in. Okay, look at that. It's a nice package right there, nice and small. Hey, Crispy Critter, how you doing, man? How's it going? Look at that. Okay, you don't want anything too big. You got it, man, right here. Check it out. Again, you could do scout upright carry. You could attach it to your pack, your vest. However you go into the woods, however you hike into the woods, hiking on trails. I mean, even I think I'm going to enlarge the choil a little to make it a dedicated finger choil. Okay, Mike, cool, man. You know, I respect those who like to nice and compact. Love that 8-9 inch knife size. You know, Mike, I got to respect those who have the courage to modify their knives. I have very, very little courage. I have done it. I've modified some of my knives. Very little, very few, but I do respect those who have the balls to modify their knives to the way they like it, man. Much respect. Let me tell you, much respect to those out there. So let me pop this out. Let me just quickly show you the box. To those, I know that there are those that just collect knives, or if you use your knife and you want something to put away with, you know, it does come with a nice box. It's simple. There's nothing big deal about it. It's empty on the inside, but it does come with a nice box. Hopefully you get it from Amazon, not busted up. And if you do, you know, you paid for it. You have every right to ask for a new box. You know, definitely ask for a new box, but it does come with a box. All right, let me just see. This is some hardwood right here. This came from Publix, okay, or Publix or Home Depot. You know, when I first got down here, I had to make sure that I went to go buy wood. Okay, so either this came from Publix or Home Depot, and this is that wood that is dried by manufacturers, and it's really, really, really hard. I'm actually very nervous about this wood, but it's a good test. But you could see how nice and sharp this is, man. Look at that. I am just doing some real nice, very thin curls. So, you know, if you want to do some whittling, you know, I know some of you out there don't use your knife to start fires and make feather sticks. That's fine. But for those who do, I want you to look at that. I want you to look how nice that is, how nice and sharp this $30 knife is, man. How can you go wrong? And this is some hardwood right here, I'm telling you right now. Because I had a hard time with one of the daggers I tested out the other day with this wood right here. But again, it had something to do with the angle of the secondary bevel too. But this is a nice, let's see if I can get this in a proper focus. It's a very, very nice thin edge, man. Yeah, Mike, no problem. I hope, I appreciate you even commenting. Blade has some nice bite. Absolutely, Crispy Critter. Yeah, I'm telling you, for the $30, for the $30 that you're going to spend on this knife, I don't think you can go wrong with the out-of-the-box, you know, deal here. There you go, man. That's how sharp it is. So if you want to do a little outdoor stuff, you know, again, I haven't tested this out, batoning, etc., but I'm pretty confident with DC53 steel. And I think it'll come through with flying colors with some smaller tasks, you know. Again, you don't, for those out there, you could use this knife as a knife, cut up game, cut up food at your campsite. You don't have to baton, you don't have to do anything. However, if you want to whittle, you know that the knife is going to do the job for you. Now, any smart, you know, outdoorsman who's going to take a knife with him is going to need something to sharpen. I like to carry, you know, one of two things: either my Worksharp keychain sharpening system, or the Worksharp field guide. Those are unbeatable. You do some maintenance on the knife after you're done using it, and it'll stay sharp for you all the time. At least that is with me. So, you know, that's how I do things. So that's it. Is there anything else or any other questions that you guys might have? Go check this out on Amazon. Unfortunately, they're sold out. If those of you have the courage to purchase it from China on AliExpress, they got tons of them on AliExpress for the same price, $29. I think the shipping is free. You might have to pay tax, unfortunately, extortion, but that seems to be everywhere. It's a sad fact. And, just a reminder, if you're getting it from China, you're going to be waiting easy 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So keep that in mind if that's your decision. If these are in stock at Amazon, at their local warehouse, obviously you're going to get it a lot quicker. What is it? If you're a Prime member, less than a week. So just remember that. You're welcome, Crispy Critter. Thank you very much for, stopping by and, giving me these awesome comments. I haven't done it live in a while. Really appreciate it. So, I'm not one for really bullshitting. I just want to show you all the knife and then get back to your weekend. I know your time is precious. He's right. Mine came screaming sharp also. Thanks, Mike. It's insanely sharp. Mike, I don't know if you've done any maintenance on your knife yet. I don't know what type of person you are. If you do, you wait till it goes dull and then you do your maintenance. I like I said, I usually wait 1 or 2 days, and then I get back to the knife and do whatever work I need to do to the knife. And it's usually maintenance. Again, honing, some slight sharpening, some slight honing and stropping. I mean, usually if you're going to do some serious sharpening, right, you got a dent or a chip, not a dent, but a chip or something in there that needs to be sharpened out. I have not experienced that with any of the Jeabrother's knives yet. To be fair, though, I have not tested this one out. And again, these are my son's. This and the Skinner, I gifted to my son. I have 2 of these waiting. 1 second. I got a different knife from Jeabrother and it came razor sharp. Yeah, man. The Jeabrother knives have come sharp. In fact, I've got a ton more Jeabrothers that these guys sent me. But they didn't tell me they were sending me the knives, so I was very fortunate that I got the knives, so I want to thank Jeabrother for that. However, I was coming down to Florida, and I told those guys, look, I wish I would have known that you were sending me, because I got a package of 5 knives, believe it or not, from Jeabrother. And I had no idea who it was from. I mean, I didn't get any kind of email, any kind of message. So when I go back to New York, I have a lot of testing to do with the Jeabrother knives. So stay tuned for that. Okay. Pretty excited about that. I also got a couple more knives coming to test out. But, ultimately, guys, gals, that's awesome. They sent them to you. Yeah, it is very good of them. Ultimately, guys, my main goal, one of my main goals, aside from spending time with my son here during the holidays, is me and my wife are trying to find a place to come live down here so we can be, close to our son. So that's the goal. And that's what we're doing. And, finding a place down here is a little bit tougher than I thought. So we're going to keep on looking until we find something. And, knock on wood, I'll be down here soon enough, man, and become a Floridian. So that's it, troops. Just want to say thank you very much for taking your time to, spend your Sunday with me just a little bit. I just wanted to do the share of this knife. You haven't done any maintenance on it yet, Mike? Is it still sharp for you? With my experience, DC53 seems to maintain its edge for a little while. But again, I always strop and hone, my knives as part of my maintenance. So they're always sharp one way or another. That's just me. But I'm just kind of curious, Mike, what you experience. But yeah, okay. Thank you again very much for your time. Really appreciate it. This was fun doing this live, getting to chat with a couple of people here and there. Let me bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day, hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans in active military. Once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. Unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So when we're done with this, there'll be phone numbers that I'm going to post in the comment section and the description section. Phone numbers that you can call, websites that you can surf, get information. If you know somebody, reach out to them. I know it's still a big, huge problem. I mean, I keep on listening to these podcasts of Special Forces guys, saying how they're sick and tired of their comrades, their mates, their team members committing suicide because they can't they can't cope. I cannot imagine what you're going through. But there's a Vietnam veteran who has been there, who has done that, who has gone through what you might be going through. And he has a heartfelt message. So I put that in the description section, the comment section. Please read that and seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, those who showed up today on the live, I really appreciate you all. Thank you very much. At the ready, troops, hold the line. You guys take care of yourselves.